Hello. I'm conducting a hybrid briefing, right? So it's a bit new, I think, to not only to me but to many of our academic staff. So I can see there are 4 students physically in the current classroom, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attendees online. All right. So, to start with, I'm Joseph Lai. I'm the program leader of the program Facility Management, Master of Science in Facility Management of the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. So the official start time should be 2:30. So I believe there may be some more students joining this briefing, maybe online, maybe physically. Anyway, I have prepared some materials for sharing with you guys, which intends to give you some initial idea about what you need to observe, what you need to pay attention to in the coming, say, 1 year, 2 years, or more than 2 years. It's really up to your study pace. If you are part-time students, normal study period would be 2.5 years. Of course, you can complete the course earlier if you can, by taking more modules in each semester. Or if you like, maybe your daily work is too busy, then you may take less subjects per semester, then you may need some more time, say 3 years, 4 years, right? But the normal maximum period will be 5 years, okay, for your study. All right. For those students online, I believe you should be able to see me, right? And in case not, you may type in the chat box to just let me know. Right, can you see me? Now, if you can see me, you can also type in the chat box that it's okay, right? Because you are muted, right? You are muted because I could not allow all of you to speak, right? Okay, that's good. I have a response from Michelle saying okay, right? So perhaps you would also like not only to see me, but also to see your classmates, right? So I'm now trying to Zoom not only myself, but also the whole classroom. But of course, because some students are sitting at the back of this classroom, then the camera could not capture them. So actually, we have 4 students physically in this classroom. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So to start with, let me share with you file. Okay. You can see my PowerPoint, right? Now, for this PowerPoint, in fact, if you have attended my information section earlier, which should be in January, earlier this year, I used this PowerPoint and presented about the structure of the program, some key information about the program. So the program, I would just to highlight, because some of you have already attended that briefing section, right? Now, these are some of the key subjects of a program. So what I think most of you are very concerned about what subject you are going to take, right? What are those subjects you must take? What are those subjects you have the choices to take, right? So that's why I would like to switch a bit to another document. Okay. showing you the subjects. Right. I extracted this from the postgraduate student handbook, right? So I'll show you where you can find the handbook later on. But now here I would like to highlight to you what subjects you must take. As I said, what are the other subjects which are electives or optional. So right now, for our MSc program, okay, for our MSc program, normally students have to complete 10 subjects, okay? And the 10 subjects required are those, all right, 4 compulsory subjects, plus at least 3 core elective subjects, right? So what are those subjects? Now, there are 3 categories of subjects, okay? The first category is called compulsory. That means these are the subjects you must take, okay? You have to take, no choices, okay? The second category is core elective, okay? Core elective subjects, okay? So for these core elective subjects, as indicated here, you should attend at least 3 of them. So at least 3 core elective subjects, okay? So it means you can take 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them, and so on, right? But you have to attend at least these 4 compulsory subjects, okay? And at least 3 core elective. And then the third category is called recommended elective subjects, or what we call the general elective subjects, okay? Now here, listed in the handbook are just those recommended elective subjects. It doesn't mean that you should take or you must take all these elective subjects. There are actually some other elective subjects in the pool which are not listed here, okay? So there are many other elective subjects, but these are just some of the recommended elective subjects here for those students who are more, say, studying, because our department is building services engineering at the moment. So these are more related to building services engineering. But if you are more interested in some other areas, as long as they are within the scheme, I mean the postgraduate scheme of our faculty, that is Faculty of Construction and Environment, then you can take those subjects as your elective subjects. Understand, right? So you are not limited to these 5 subjects here as elective subjects, okay? So to sum up, now you must take these 4 compulsory subjects, right? No choices, okay? And then you should take at least 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, these 7 subjects. You should take at least 3, right? Then the remaining subjects, you can take them, some of them here or some others, some other elective subjects included in our postgraduate scheme, that is FCE, Faculty of Construction and Environment. So you may ask, where can I find those elective subjects which are not listed here, right? So you can refer to our scheme handbook, okay? This is the student handbook, right? Which you should be able to access online. I will show you the link very soon, okay? This is the scheme handbook, all right? The scheme is actually called, well, postgraduate scheme in construction and environment, okay? So that is our faculty, right? So then in this textbook, student handbook, you can see there are many subject description forms for, say, these are the subjects offered by another department, which is building and real estate, right? So say, for instance, this is one possible subject as elective, and then there are many others. These are from BRE, building and real estate. And then some other elective subjects from my department, building services engineering, are here. So if you're very interested in lighting, then you may select this subject as a general elective, and so on. Okay. This one is intelligent buildings, right? So you can see there are many choices. Okay, many of them. All right. Okay. So on and so forth, right? Then there are some others from offered by another department in our faculty, that is civil and environmental engineering, right? And of course, the remaining department is called LSGI, that's a way in geoinformatics, right? So these are the possible elective subjects from which you can choose, okay, for your general elective subjects. Clear? Okay, good. All right. Then, right. Okay. All right. So these are some very important links, right? Which I believe you will find them very useful, and you may need to make reference to the information there from time to time. So now, no worries. I would ask my general office to send out these links, this set of PowerPoint slides to you all, so that you can easily make reference, right, to such information later on. All right. Now, for instance, the first one is a link to our faculty website. Right, this one is our faculty website where you can find out information about study, our research, our publication, and so on, our news, right, and events, right? So, and then in case you have some general inquiry, you can email our faculty, right? Or you can contact over the phone, okay? Phone number is here, okay? This is the faculty general inquiry number. Then another important link is the one I mentioned earlier, that is the document called our postgraduate scheme in construction and environment. That is our scheme handbook, right, which contains the essential information. So you may click this link to access. Now, of course, you have to log in, right? As a student, you should have the ID and also password. After signing in, you should be able to access this scheme handbook. So from such scheme handbook, you can find, say, our program is here, right? MSc in facility management, right? So say this one is 18, right? Page 18. All right. Right. See, this is our program. So this is actually the same page I showed you earlier, right, regarding what are those compulsory subjects, core elective subjects, and general elective subjects, right? Now, here I just want to highlight one point to you. Usually students, actually most of you are actually enrolling with our MSc program, right? Then you have to take 10 subjects, normally 10 taught subjects, right? But there's also an option where you can take, do a dissertation, facility management dissertation, right? This dissertation is equivalent to 9 credits. So normally one subject carries 3 credits. So that means by doing a dissertation equivalently, you're taking 3 subjects, right? So that means some students may opt for taking 7 taught subjects plus doing a dissertation, okay, in order to complete the MSc program. But a caution to you, right? Doing a dissertation is never easier than taking 3 subjects, okay? Because dissertation requires you to do research work, which is very demanding, okay? And it really depends on your interest, your time, availability, the effort you would like to make, right? How hardworking you are, and whether you have the ability to do research, right? So in fact, for those students who are interested to do research, to do the dissertation, my suggestion is, firstly, you should complete these subjects, that is the BSc 577 research project, because this one is a taught subject, and it sets some mini, I would say mini challenge, right, to test whether you have the ability and potential to do a dissertation later on. Say if you, after taking this research project subject, if you find that you have the interest and potential to do a dissertation, then afterwards you may opt for doing the dissertation, right? But as a reference, I can tell very few students would do the dissertation. But from time to then, there may be 1 or 2 students who are really capable, very interested in doing research. Then go ahead, right? Go ahead, okay? But before you register for a dissertation, please discuss with me first, as the program leader. I don't want you to, right, register for a dissertation too casually, right? You have to be very prudent. Think carefully before you register. Then you can discuss with me your interest, whether you have the ability, and so on. Okay. And another thing is you would find that there's a short form called PGD, which stands for Postgraduate Diploma. Okay. Actually, this is an exit award, meaning that for those students who have taken 7 subjects already, for example, the students would need to change their job or work in some other areas overseas, not in Hong Kong anymore, or the student workload, I mean the daily work is becoming too heavy, then the student may opt for taking this exit award by completing the program in a way of having a postgraduate diploma rather than a Master of Science degree. Okay, but again, very few students would opt for this, would take this option, right? Usually they would work hard and try to complete 10 subjects to get an MSc degree. Okay, but there is a provision. I mean, there's an exit award provision here. All right, then going back to our PowerPoint slide, this link is about the scheme handbook, right? And another very important link is the subject offer plan, right? Level 5, right? Now, being an MSc students, I think all your subjects are at level 5. So for level 5 subjects to be offered, our general office has worked out a offer plan, which is accessible by clicking the link here. Okay. Maybe it's blocked here. Okay. Let me see if I can. Okay, if it is blocked, okay, no worries. So you can access, this will be this one, okay, access, okay, the BSc subject offer plan by visiting our BSc website, then study, then BSc subject list, then subject offer plan, level 5. Now, since the link currently is not working, maybe, well, I tested the link actually yesterday. Maybe something wrong with the setting of this computer here. Anyway, I'm trying to access manually. Okay, you can see my screen, right? So should be, now this is our departmental website, okay? Department of Building Services Engineering. Then you click study, okay? Then I'll show you the PowerPoint slide again. Study the BSc subject list, right? Okay. Study. Then BSc subject list, this one, okay? Then level 5, okay? Right. Then, okay, now these are the list of subjects offered by my department at level 5. There are many of them. And then there's a subject overplan at the bottom, okay, level 5. Click this one, then click again. Right. Here, you see, okay. Right. So for this subject over plan, this is a plan. Right? A plan is a plan, right? There may be changes from time to time, right? But at least it gives you some idea. What subjects will be offered at what time? Okay. So say for this year, 2021, 22, right? Then next year, 2022, 23. Okay. SEM 1 and SEM 2. So the green ones are the MScFM subjects. And you can see there are 4 of them, right? One here, and then this one, professional practice. Second one, legal aspects. Third one, maintenance management. The fourth one is the one I mentioned just earlier. This is the research project. So these 4 subjects are the compulsory subjects. That means every FM student must take. Okay. There are some other colors highlighting the other MSc programs compulsory subjects. Okay, so for FM students, you just need to focus on these 4 green ones. Okay, but then there are, because they are apart from compulsory subjects, they are what? They are core elective subjects and also general elective subjects, right? So that means for the other subjects, we refer to the list I showed you before. As long as they are in the category of core electives and they are listed here, then you know when these subjects will be offered. Say, I said in semester 1 this year or say semester 2 next year. So if you see a Y here, that means it would be offered by the time. Okay, so you should plan ahead whether you would like to take subject this semester or next semester this year or the first semester next year, right? So on and so forth. Okay, understand? This is the plan. So this plan is very important. Okay. Right. In case you have queries about this, the subject plan for offering, that means any queries about the subject offer plan, you should ask our general office because our general office has an officer assigned for looking after subject registration. We have a subject registration officer. Okay, so you can email or contact over by phone, right, to our general office. All right. All right. Now, log in e-student. Okay. Again, well, as a student, you can punch in your net ID and also your password, right? And you can find out more information, right? As a student, as a student, right? What you can see and what action you can take, right? What you can register for, right? This is a website that you can access, but I cannot. Okay, I don't have your account details. And another important thing is regarding subject registration. There's a link here showing you some videos. Right, tells you how to register subjects, like how to access eStudent, how to uh, check subject registration records and start time. Right, say you click here. Okay. Well, I just got a feedback that for students attending online, right, the video that I've just shown, you might not be able to hear the sound, right? But actually, you can revisit this video later on by clicking the same link later. Okay, And all right, let me see. All right. All right, there's another video that I would like to try again to see whether online student can hear it. Okay. Yeah, let me try again. Check this one. So share. Okay.
Hi Kate, where can I find the subject information?
You can check it through the subject search section at eStudent. Let me show you the details. First, you click the subject search section. You can search subjects by either subject option or program option. If you would like to check the compulsory and elective subjects which are on offer to your program, you can use by program option. You should select your program hosting department and your program, and press search. For by subject option, you can input some search criteria to facilitate searching. You can select subject category or input word phrase in subject title, or if you know the subject code, you can input it directly.
Okay, let me try. I want to take a CAR subject in Community, Organization and Globalization cluster, so I select the category here and click Search. Let me see, I want to check more details of this subject, so I click the subject code here to obtain details.
Yes. Now, you can click the synopsis link here. You'll find out the subject syllabus and assessment methods of the subject through the department subject library. When you scroll down, it will show you the requirements for taking the subject. Whether there are any prerequisite, co-requisite requirements, and any subject or program exclusion. At the bottom, you can see the subject group details and check the timetable information. The timetable of this subject is listed here.
Oh, great. This class fits my schedule. Let me check other subjects as well.
Sounds great. And I will show you the steps for registering subjects when you can access the subject registration function according to your earliest commencing time. Let's meet you at the computer center tomorrow. Welcome to contact us if you have any inquiry on your subject registration.
Okay, now I just have shown you 2 videos, and there are some others. I leave them to you to view them later on, like how to add subject, how to drop subject, how to change class, and so on. Okay, so you should find this link very useful, right? Linking you to those videos, right, to do the subject registration. And there's also a guide available, a guide for subject registration. Again, maybe the setting has blocked it. Well, but later on you can copy this link, or you can visit our website, like the PolyU website, and or your student account. Then you should be able to find out more information on how to register subjects. Okay. All right. That's all I would like to share with you regarding the key information, key points you need to note for studying our MScFM program. So, let me see. Stop sharing. For students who are online, in case you have questions, you may type in the chat box, right? For students who are physically here, in case you have questions, you're welcome to ask. Okay? All right. So let's wait for a while whether we have students coming from online or any questions on the floor here. Okay, okay, there's a question in chat box. Where can I have the online lessons? Okay, what do you mean? Where can I have the online lessons? Okay, now for the online lessons, you can take it at home or at your office as long as you have a computer in hand. Then you just need to log in. Now, usually, say for me, for my lectures, I would do it using Blackboard, the Blackboard platform, right? Right. So then you can log in through our Blackboard platform using your student ID and password. Then you click your subject. Then you should be able to access the virtual classroom. Okay. You have two options. One is to take it online. The other is you can come to our campus to attend, like the students here at the back. You can attend the lecture physically. Okay. Another question is, all the lesson can attend online? Should be, because we are going to have hybrid teaching, like what I'm doing now. That means some students may like to come and then attend the lecture physically. Some students may stay somewhere else to access online lectures. Most of them, yes, as long as my lectures, all of them could be accessed to be attended online. But like for some test sessions, say there may be a midterm test, right, for the subject. Then for the assessment, that is test for exam, you should come back to our campus to attend them physically. Okay? Yes. Okay. Then maybe you can speak your question so that the students online can.
Can I? How many?
Now, how many subjects the student can take in each semester? Normally, we have the subjects delivered in the evening. Right? That means one subject per evening, right? Per weekday. So but it also depends on the subjects being offered in that semester. Okay, so if you would like to take, now normally I would recommend students to take 2 subjects per semester. Okay, so that means you may have one lecture on Monday night, Monday evening, another one on Wednesday, or another student may take the other 2 subjects, one on Tuesday night, the other one on Friday night, and so on. But if you would like to take more, say you may take 3, 4, or even 5. So normally students will not take more than 5 subjects, because by taking 5 subjects, that means you have to find subjects which are offered exactly on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, right, Wednesday, and then Friday. All the 5 weekdays evening. Okay, so normally maximum will be 5 subjects per semester, but it will be very difficult if you are a part-time student. If you have full-time job, I can't imagine how you can handle, because you have to do assignments, you have to do projects, prepare presentations, prepare for a test, and so on. Okay, so not the subject's contents are not at the low level. You know, that is at level 5 master level. Okay, all right. So usually you will be given directions and resources. The references you should read after each lecture. So it takes you time and effort to do so. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Any more questions from those online? Okay, there's a question here. I have admission statistic for this year part-time intake. Okay. I think the office, the general office has not yet finalized the statistics. And but I can tell you the rough figures, so just let you have some rough idea. So we have a quota of around 40 students, I mean, for the intake. So that means we should not take many more than this quota, right? And this year we have 40 plus several students, okay, admitted. And the number of applications is around 130, 130, 40. I can't remember exactly. It should be between the range of 130, 150, something like that. Okay. All right. So so if you get accepted, then you are being a student here, that means you are good enough, right? I mean, with a competition ratio of say 40 out of 120, 140, was it 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 around that? Okay. Okay, Michelle. All right. Okay, good. All right, any other questions? Or any other questions? Or yes, yes. Okay, you can just speak now. Or interested, you just want to see in, that means you just want to attend lectures without taking the exam for interest. But you still need to register and then you still need to pay for that subject. Are you going to do that? You still need to register for that subject and then you still need to pay the fee. Okay? Otherwise, you are not eligible as a student of that subject. Okay? And in case you have registered for subjects, you have paid for that subjects, then you are supposed to attend the test and the exam. Okay. Okay, any more questions? Okay, one more here. Can gather my classmates' contacts. Adhere for future communication and support for each other. Well, yeah, I think for those who are willing to share your contact information, right, you can do so. Maybe you type in the chat box, right? So that you can capture the contact information so that you are free to contact with each other, right? Because you are all supposed to be registered students of this program, but it's really up to you, right? So, but I still will recommend that it would be better for you all to really come to attend lectures physically, at least say for some lectures or especially for the initial lectures. That is important because usually for subject, students have to do projects, right? And then after the first few weeks, right? Usually the lecturers will require students to form groups, okay, to prepare for the group project. So if you can come and attend the lectures online physically, right, in the classroom, then you can know each other, okay, much better. Then you can exchange your contact information much better, okay. Okay, another question is how could I download the lecture notes? Okay, the lecture notes for myself, I use the Blackboard platform. Okay, Blackboard. Then you can access the Blackboard platform, right? And then you click the web page of your subject. Then you should be able to find the lecture materials, lecture notes, because I upload my lecture notes to PowerPoint slides to the Blackboard platform. Okay. But there may be some other ways because it depends on individual lecturers. Right? Some other lecturers may use another way, but I believe most of the lecturers would use our Blackboard platform. Here I can see a student sharing its contact information. Another one as well. It's really up to you, right? If you are willing to share your information here, you can do so, right? But that is only for communications between students. Okay, and now Blackboard. I'm not sure whether. Okay. Maybe I try to share the Blackboard. Blackboard. All right, this one. Okay. All right. Okay. Now this is our Blackboard platform. Welcome to Learn at PolyU. Okay. This is myself. And so I can't see your screen. If you are the student, you may have your name here as a student. Then you click this one, then you would have the information about the settings and so on. And then you can click courses. That is more important, right? Courses like okay, all right. Say for instance, okay, this is the subject that I am going to teach, right, on Thursday night, the coming Thursday night, next Thursday, right? So by clicking this subject, maintenance management of build access, then you can click content. Now I have already uploaded some lecture notes and also the timetable there, right? So you can download lecture materials, the PowerPoint slides, right? Say for my lecture, okay? So you click download right here, and you should be able to download, okay? And or you can click a timetable, right? I'll prepare a timetable as well, right? What will be the ensuing lectures, okay? What activities, right? Would be those in the future, and so on. So this is a timetable. Okay. So this is the Blackboard platform. I'm just trying to answer the question raised by a student earlier. Okay. So okay. All right. Any more? Okay. You can PM right between yourself later. Right. Okay. Any more questions about this orientation, about the program? Any questions from the students here? No? Good. Okay, so also good, good. Any questions from the online students? No? Okay. If no more questions, then you are free to go. Okay? And I'm looking forward to seeing you very soon. Right? We have our lectures starting next week. Okay? So thanks. Thank you all for joining this this orientation session. Right? Thank you very much. See you very soon. Okay? Bye-bye. 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 Thank you.